Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Frosh-Soph third place game versus the Salette Lions and the Marshall Lions. I'm Mike Schrader alongside Mr. Jacob Zimmer. Jacob, what are your thoughts going into the game?
Yeah, this will be a good game, good matchup for us. I mean, this will. We're hoping to get the third place dub right here. So I think that we match up well with this team, and we'll see how we do.
They're coming off a pretty tough loss in the previous game against St. Joe Ogden, the host school. So looking to bounce back there as opening tip is hit out of bounds. Evan Manage will inbound here shortly. So good to see these Frosh-Soph players. Gets it back, resets it. Look inside, kick it back out. Lions up at 3. It's on the way and good. Marshall 8-0 lead. They're hitting everything right now. Lions are in some trouble. Lost to the Lions, that is. Sick with him. Real estate kicks it to Joseph. He spins, puts it up. It's well short. No foul. Refs say play through that one. Lions still no points on the game.
Yeah, it seems like we're just still trying to figure out what offense will work best against their defense. We're also just trying to figure out what's going to help us score as well.
Yeah, and then oh wow,
another 3.
Marshall hit another 3. It's 11-0 right now, folks, and they're hitting every single shot almost.
That's tough.
And they're shooting 80% from the field or something like that right now. When the other offense is doing that, I mean, it's hard to match that firepower, no matter who's on the court and how athletic they are.
Mm-hmm.
Mendoza dish down low, puts it up off the mark again, gets his own rebound, kicks it to Sick. Lost the handle, saves it again. Long possession here for the Lions. Third opportunity finds the hands of Vaparone. Ditch. Just Sick in the corner. Nice move from Henry. It's blocked again. Batted around, and the Marshall Lions come up with it. Out hustling Salette right now. Mandich steps in for a steal. Impact play, starting for the first time. Definitely don't see him as a starter, but it's good to see him start there. Henry airballs a 3. And last touch off a foot of a Marshall Lion will remain Salette ball.
Brandon Quigley just got in the game, and it'll be a good kind of help coming off the bench to kind of help bring some energy to this team and also some scoring.
For sure. Vaparone showing off the handles there. Still can't find a pass. Spins, pulls up, too strong. Tracks down his own rebound, puts up a second shot. This time it falls in for the first bucket of Salette's offense. 11-2 Marshall.
Yeah, James is getting really good with his moves to be able to find a way to score.
He can shoot the ball too. I mean, he's not just a threat that can beat you with his handles and his agility, but he can also pull up and make you pay from the three-point line as well.
Oh, definitely.
Marshall carving up inside again. Mendoza has no answers for Marshall's big man. It's 13 points on the board for Marshall. Sick. Floater, too strong. Loose ball foul is called on Mendoza. It's a 13th foul on Salette. Just the first on Mendoza, though. Lob inside, kicks it out. Double team in the corner, nothing doing there. Is forced to give it up. Fake spins, denied inside. That's Flaherty. He's definitely a prolific defensive player. That's probably why he's on the court right now.
Oh, definitely.
Reminds me of Zach Mendoza as well. Just gives 100% effort, and he's definitely got the athleticism to make an impact.
Yeah, hopefully one day we'll see him dunk in a game. That'd be pretty cool.
He's definitely got the hops, too, to do it.
Yeah.
I've seen him dunk a couple times at the Coliseum, so.
Yeah.
That foul is on Marshall. I think Vaparone will go to the line for 2.
So just like we mentioned earlier about the fact that a lot of these guys are already on varsity, and that these games are just to kind of help hone in on some of their skills, and so especially now that they've some of them played pretty big minutes in our playoffs for the varsity, and even the St. Mary's game, and some of our big rivals throughout the season. That's going to be really good for them to kind of already have that experience going into the next season.
Yeah, it definitely shows the development of Salette, too. You got this many young guys making an impact on varsity.
Definitely.
Marshall, another three, and they hit again. Torching us outside as well. Lead has bloomed to 12. Alaire's on the court for the first time. The prolific shooter looks to make an impact off the bench. Quigley kicks to Allaire. He drives. He has a lane. Can't find anything, though, down low. Kicks out to Quigley. His three is well short. Allaire finds a loose ball. Second opportunity for Salette's offense on this possession. Looking to cash in. James, pull up. Butter. Lions offense starting to get into their sets and start to knock down some shots, but unfortunately Marshall was doing it as well.
Yeah. We just got to find the shooters that seem to be scoring as well as taking care of the paint.
Body's flying all over the place. Jump ball is finally called. It'll belong to Marshall out of bounds. Almost got beat on transition. Didn't get back in time, but luckily for Salette, he couldn't hit the layup. Violation, I think, is called. 3 seconds in the paint, maybe. I'm not quite sure, but regardless, turnover for Marshall, and we lost the basketball. Lions running the motion offense. Trying to look for a shot. I assume when you got shooters like Allaire and Vaperon on the court.
Yeah.
And Quigley, too. Long possession, 6 seconds to work. Vaperon looks like he's going to take it himself. 1 second. He's going to drive, put it up, and he's got that block the last second. So that's how we'll end the first period. Salette definitely got some work to do in the second, down 10.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like, some of the opportunities we had good looks that just weren't able to finish. And so this will be kind of, we just have to figure out ways to, get some buckets and just kind of pick up our defense a little bit. But we're only down by 10. Still got, we got plenty of time to just kind of get a little bit our deficit down a little bit to where we're within a couple of possessions and we'll be good.
Yeah, especially if we get shooters like Allaire going, and this lead's definitely going to be cut in half or even more tied up pretty soon. Just got to find a way to get him open. He's not the biggest kid in the world, so definitely got to have a lot of space. But if he does have that space, he'll make you pay.
Yeah. We have Allaire. I've heard that he's hit like 4 or 5 threes in a game one time, and
he's the real deal.
Henry's sick. He's hit had a couple games where he's had 4 or 5 threes, and we've got James. He's come off the bench for the varsity. He's had several clutch threes, and so Quigley too. We got 4 solid shooters for the Frosh-Soph team, and so if we can get just one of them going, that we'll be totally fine in this game.
Just got to adjust. I'm curious to see what defense they're going to be in to start the second quarter. Definitely getting carved up down low. Definitely look to adjust to Marshall's big men. And the turnover has been a little bit of an issue, but they cleaned that up pretty well. So defense definitely needs some adjustments. Clarity, pull up, too strong. Marshall looking to capitalize on Sam's miss. Backdoor cuts there, too strong off the glass. Second opportunity is up, and this time it falls. So poor rebounding there. Lions not boxing out. That's also been an issue. Lions need to go into the locker room brainstorming how they can adjust in the second half. just a lot of standing around in offense. I'm not seeing a lot of movement. Guys are just standing and not really moving around. And when you do that, you're not going to create open shots. Mendoza finds a loose ball and finds an easy 2 points. Back and forth game. Lions cut it back to 10. Look inside. Baseline feed. Kicks it out to the wing. It's up. Too strong. No one boxed out 33 again. Easy rebound. 3 ball on its way. Off the mark once again. Lions can't rebound. Marshall have a third opportunity.
Yeah, and in games like these, something that will be keen will be the role players because, something that we find happen a lot is the point guard somehow has all the pressure on himself, and then none of the role players will come up to get the ball from him to help him, and so it just really kind of even helps the role players to understand their role. Like they need to be helping, and not just standing around. And I think we even just heard Father Carlo just say, "Quit standing around and watching."
Wow, right on cue. Second one's good for Marshall at the line. Increase the lead to 11. Perimeter ball movement finds the hands of Allaire. Dishes to his classmate Sick at the wing. Zach in some trouble. Cross-court pass to Quigley. Allaire finally going to line it up. Nearly got it in one as it just rimmed out. It was about halfway down and popped out. But he's fouled, 3 shots.
Yeah, that's a good shot. I mean, he shot that with confidence, even though there's a guy about to smack him in the arm. So that's good.
And those are the type of plays that get lost back in games because it not only stops the clock, but you can get points while the clock is stopped as well. So it's like a 2-for-1 almost.
Oh, definitely.
Allaire can't hit his first 2. One more to go for Henry. Here we go. It's his third. Back to 10.
Yeah, free throws are very important in any game because, it comes down in the last 5 minutes of the game, you'll realize, wow, if we just hit 2 more free throws, we would be, we would have more of a lead, or we wouldn't be down by so much, that type of thing. And so, every free throw counts.
Marshall turns it over. Salette looking to capitalize on the turnover. Allaire off the dribble, kicks it back to Quigley. Sick playing catch with Allaire. This time he'll dish to Mendoza. He doesn't want it, and Henry has it once again. Drive, scoop, way up. Can't quite get the roll, but good move from Henry Sick. Just couldn't quite get it to go. Pass is too high. Mendoza tracks it down and stays in bounds. Great effort there from Zachary. Coach Kunkel doesn't like what he's seeing, wants to talk it over, calls a timeout.
Yeah, Coach Kunkel, he's wrapping up his first year at La Salette, and he's a great asset for the school and the basketball program. And I just getting to know him, I didn't realize how much knowledge he has of basketball, and he's really a great asset for training our young men to be really good for the school, and especially developing our Frosh-Soph team. And he brings a lot to the table.
And just his knowledge of the game of basketball is just insane. He knows so much about the sport, and he's really a great teacher, too. Knows how to give his knowledge to his players.
Yeah, he's also done a lot for even having shooting drills and ball handling and just a lot of the fundamentals that some of our guys that have never played basketball before. That's really good for them to have.
Yeah, it takes so much time, like outside of practice, and like in free time, he'll just work with the guys and make sure they're getting better every single day. Marshall counting in one again. Zach Mendoza just getting bullied down there. Back and forth, but this time Marshall's going to increase it to 11. Excuse me, 12. My math's off.
Yeah, it seems that Marshall is finding the openings in the post, and we just got to keep that from happening.
Free throw rolls out. No box out again. Marshall put back attempt just rolls out. Lions dodge a bullet there. Just 9 points on the board for La Salette. Quigley drive, 0 step. Absolutely rejected. Marshall, bad backdoor pass isn't there. Can't track it down. Quigley losing his balance up ahead, but he's fouled from behind. Blair will inbound after the foul on Quigley. Just the second team foul on Marshall. Both teams really staying out of foul trouble for the most part. No one's been the bonus yet. Paparone taking his time. And he's going to be called for a 5-second. I mean, didn't really do anything with the dribble that he had. And, basketball, if you just dribble for 5 seconds at the same spot, that's illegal and you can't do that. And refs saw that, and it's called on Paparone. So sloppy possession there for Lions. Corner, looking for a pass inside. It goes between his legs, and Joseph saves it.
That's a good defensive play right there to kind of help get to where we have a little momentum going.
They're keeping this game within reach. They're just not doing anything past that. They're not chipping in at all. Still got plenty of time. Paparone sets it up. Zach hands it off to Allaire. Crosses over. Dishes. Mendoza lost the handle. Got it back, though. Paparone finds himself in the corner. Horrible pass sailed over Joseph. Marshall will have an easy lip the other way. Bet spins. Drives, pulls it back out, can't find a pass. Lob to Joseph. Doesn't like what he has, kicks it back out. Paparone twirls, not there. Stripped. 2-on-1 for Marshall. 23 is just. Oh, man, he throws it down. I mean, these are sophomores in high school, ladies and gentlemen. May I remind you, these are like 16, 15-year-old kids, and they're dunking it. Oh, man. I don't believe what I just saw, but Marshall dunks it on Nick Betts. Holy cow. The athleticism on his team. I was not aware of it, but I now am aware of it. Paparone pulls up. Oh!
There you
James
go.
responds, and it's an and one up the splash there. Nothing but net on his jump shot, and he's fouled. Will go to the line for a three-point opportunity. I mean, I thought he was just going to put it up for a nice and easy layup, but he had other ideas.
Jumped up and slammed it in. Dang.
I mean, great response there from Paparone. Didn't, let it affect him, and didn't, let the pass affect him. He went the other way and made a play of his own. So credit to James. Paparone lines it up and hits. 13-point deficit for La Salette. Another 3 balls up for Marshall. That one's an air ball. Lions will just let it go out of bounds. Wisely so, and they'll have possession.
Yeah, something that so I was asking Coach Kunkel why he chooses to go with the press towards the end of the first half, and he says that it kind of helps set the tone for the second half to where we're not just like losing our energy, and so I think that's a really good way of strategically doing that.
Luke Betts is in the game for the first time. James Daperone seems like he's played every second of this game. I don't know if he has, but all kinds of playing time as he dishes to Dudzik in the short corner. He can't hit. Kugli finds a rebound on his feet. James has it once more. Splits the defense. Closed out nicely, though, afterwards. And forced to kick it out to Henry. He drilled and go to the line for 2. Henry's first halfway down goes out. Fortunate, looks to hit his second. Henry's second is off as well. Goes 0 for 2 from the line. If you want to get back in this game, free throws are one of those things you have to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Under a minute to play in the opening half. This third place game in the Frosh-Soph St. Joe Ogden Tournament. Marshall taking their time, trying to find the best shot they can. It's in the corner now. Can't find anything. Kicks it out. Swing pass to the opposite corner, not there as well. Back to the corner. It's deflected out of bounds. Lions defense making Marshall work for everything.
Yeah, there's a saying, if you have a good defense, the offense will take care of itself.
Yeah, good defense leads the offense.
Now look at that. They traveled, and now it's our ball. We can kind of go for something in the last couple seconds.
Looking to end the half on an exclamation point. Henry sick. Top of the key. 6 seconds to go. Crosses. Spins. Heaves up a jump shot. It's short. Marshall's just going to secure it and let the clock drain. And that's how we'll end the first half. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. We'll look to see you in about 10 minutes for the second half. Thank you very much. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are all set for the second half. Lions, unfortunately, down 13 to start things off. Look to adjust. First half issues were definitely rebounding. Turnovers a little bit, and free throws couldn't quite hit those. And the big men from Marshall really making us pay down low. So definitely look to improve on that.
Yeah, and just capitalizing on our free throws, trying to get maybe an open three somewhere. And, I mean, this game is still definitely within range. I mean, it's going to take some effort.
Marshall will have the opening possession of the game. James, with his speed, is going to track it down and lay up a reverse layup to start it off.
That's perfect. What a way to start off the game, the second half.
In a sense, it almost is a brand new game.
Yeah.
If you think about it with that mindset, I think that's a good way to approach it. Quickly flies in. Good foul there. I mean, he was about ready to put that layup in. So, still will go to the line for two, though, but make it work for it. Free throw rolls out. It'll remain 11-point lead for Marshall. Second one falls in. 12-point deficit for the Lions to carve into. Quigley baseline, kicks to Mendoza at the block. Finds a curling Henry Sick. Dishes once more to Mendoza, but he's pushed and fouled. Just one team foul on Marshall. Luke Betts in the corner to his Baparone. James shuffled his feet on his drive. Gets called for a traveling violation.
Yeah, that's a common thing in development of players, is trying to get them to be able to move their feet right, because you can't take two steps after you've been past the ball.
Three for Marshall as well, short. Quigley finds the board. 3-on-1 for La Salette. Henry down low, too strong on his layup. Lions can't capitalize on the 3-on-1, and Luke Betts just throws it right to a Marshall player. Lions get smoked on transition, and they make them pay with a deep three. They've been hitting those all night, and all of a sudden the lead's back up to 15 after a strong start coming out of the locker room. Sick can't find Quigley, throws it away. 2 straight turnovers for La Salette.
Yeah, a little miscommunication right there.
Marshall looking for 2 straight buckets. Corner 3 up, and it's good again. They're hitting them. Look out, and all of a sudden it's boomed to 18.
Is both of those threes by number 10?
Yeah, he's hot. He's hit 3 of those.
That's crazy.
Not shy to shoot. No one for La Salette's shooting like that right now. No one stepped up. I don't think they've hit 1 3 in this game. Could be mistaken, but.
Yeah, we just got kind of sometimes there's a saying that there's a lid on the goal, and so like once the first shot breaks the lid, so to say, that will hopefully kind of get us to where we're shooting and making more threes.
Lions trying to keep this game within reach. Sick baseline floater. Can't get the roll. Quigley's there for the rebound, though. Kicks it out. Sick drives again. He's bumped and fouled. Good rebound there from Brendan to keep the possession alive. James finds Henry at the wing. Luke kicks it out quickly, swing it over to Quigley. Back out to him. He's on the drive. He hops inside and puts it up in a foul. Great hop step by Brendan Quigley. He finds some real estate and gets it to go.
And one.
3-point opportunity for Brendan. Oh, he made that look too easily.
Mm-hmm.
Great play by Henry, or excuse me, not Henry, Brendan Quigley. Free throws short, but I mean James just slaps it right out of his hand and finds the steal. Great hustle play by Baparon. Lions looking to reverse it. Quigley's three, air ball. Luke soars in for the rebound. Great hustle on display for Los Salette's offense on this possession. Sack spinning, can't find anything, and turns it over. No, I mean, at that point, might as well just kick it out for a three. If you're triple team down low,
right?
You got two open guys. Good ball movement from Marshall. Leads to a floater. And Zach Mendoza's going to take a charge as he hits the deck.
Yeah, he's done that a couple times now where he's able to position himself in the right spot to take a charge. Zach Mendoza, he's been becoming very good at doing that.
Yeah, he does a good job setting his feet. Gets planted so he doesn't get called for a blocking foul.
With how big he is, he's also able to take the hit as well.
Yeah. Pass to Mendoza. He goes to work. Finds a cutting Quigley for a layup. Can't get it to go. Luke Betts also can't hit. Marshall streaking the other way. Look inside. This time it's going to be on La Salette. Second team foul for La Salette.
Yeah, something else that's kind of unfortunate is we have a couple of our guys that are coming off of a cold or some type of sickness that kind of keeping us under the weather because of all the weather changes, but hopefully that doesn't affect us too much this game.
A lot of substitutions, though. Coach Kunkel is definitely making sure everyone gets some playing time and experience in this tournament. Paparone intercepts it for a steal. I mean, James had an open Henry Sick. I mean, you couldn't get more open than what Henry Sick was, and he just decides to dribble into a double team instead. So, interesting for James. Very aggressive, but sometimes just got to dial it back a little bit. But fortunately, he's fouled, and Lions are now in the bonus after the fifth team foul for Marshall. So, Paparone will head to the line. James hits his first, looks to go 2 for 2. Second one off the mark. Free throw struggles continue for La Salette. Marshall at the wing. Look inside, he puts it up, rolls off the front of the rim. Dudzik can't secure the rebound, but he can secure that steal, though. Lions had numbers there, didn't see it. As Paparone step back, jack is off. Long pass up ahead, that's going to go out of bounds. Marshall couldn't track it down.
Yeah, something that's going to be vital for just kind of going forward with development is kind of understanding your shot selection because some players can shoot 4 feet from the 3-point line, or other guys are more comfortable with shooting a mid-range jump shot. Just kind of as you continue to grow, you just kind of see what's more comfortable for you.
Allaire's first three, short. Or second three, I should say. Rather, he had one in the first half. Couldn't hit that one either. So 0 for 2 for him. Lions down 15. And Marshall looks to increase that. The free throw line as they're fouled inside. Third team foul on Salette. Baprone will look to check in after the free throw. Marshall hits his first free throw. Second one rolls around and finally drops. Good free throw shooting there from Marshall. Increased lead to 17. Henry tries a three, and he hits.
There we go.
Hopefully that's the breaking of the lid, as you said earlier.
Yeah, hopefully that's going to kind of get some of our guys confident. It's definitely going to make Henry more confident going into the rest of this game.
Coach Kunkel wants Quigley to inbound. He'll switch with Baprone. Brendan's three short. Dudzik has it go off his feet and out of bounds. Seems like every time Lions starting to chip in, they just turn it over or make a mistake. Can't quite go on a run. Henry 6 called for a foul. Looking to anticipate that pass, but a little too away, and he runs into a Marshall player. He's called for the personal foul. It's the fourth team foul, and Lions are one foul away from putting Marshall into the bonus. Another foul for Salette. They're racking them up. That's their fifth. Should be going to line, and they are. 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, sometimes it's tough to really position yourself right when you're running to the basket and someone's running in for a layup, and because the refs are able to kind of see, okay, what's a shooting foul, or like something that the defender may think that they're not giving any contact, but the refs obviously see it, and so I just kind of like one of those plays where you just have to understand the difference
and adjust accordingly. But I mean, Lions another mistake as they called for a lane violation on the free throw, and Marshall gets a second chance and they hit it. So just a lot of head scratching plays and turnovers that Lions should not be making, especially with guys like Baprone and Sick around the court with the experience that they have. Baprone's floater is good. It's been a little quiet tonight, but not possession. Hits a jumper, cuts lead to 14.
Yeah, I think something that's kind of affected our momentum is like typically what really gets a good run going is continuous stops on defense. And so we just haven't had that, really that break in the game yet. But I imagine that, once we get a few good stops along with scoring, like then we'll kind of inch back into the game. And we find ourselves only down by 14. It's still, we have a minute 20 this quarter, and then we still got 8 minutes the next quarter, so we still have time. It's just going to take a little bit of some more effort.
Henry avoided the travel, definitely took 3 steps there. Refs didn't see it. Lines up at 3, can't get it to go. Nearly rolled in, but they're going to call Marshall for a travel on that slip up. I thought the officials have done a really good job though this game. That's like their only missed call I've noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Under a minute to go here in the third. Chaperone, hard drive, spins, and just stiff-armed his man like it was rugby or something.
Yeah, the rest will see that for sure.
You know, it's another factor that could play a role. I mean, this Frosh-Soph team, they were doing rugby practice for half the week, and then to prepare for this tournament, they did basketball for 2 days. So, I mean, definitely, two very different games. Maybe that's going to play. I mean, one, yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely what makes our team a little bit more physical is that all of our players also play rugby. So I think that's actually to our advantage, but sometimes we just can't. But sometimes we just can't stay under control sometimes.
I don't think I've ever seen that. Like watching basketball, a guy just like spinning and stiff arming a dude. Wow. First for everything, I guess.
That's right.
Chaperone pass too low. It's intercepted by a Marshall player. Lob up ahead. It's at the block. And James read that one. Scorches past his defender. And sorry, I crack up when I watch James Chaperone play. He's just so intense and aggressive.
Yeah.
Man, lost his footing there, and luckily for him, he's called for a foul. Head to line. Had an open look, but just lost his footing. James hits his first, but yeah, back to Chaperone. He has all the athleticism in the world. He can make any play he wants at any given time in the game. Just a mindset thing, I think, with him if he wants to do it or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's also just one of our strongest athletes in the school as well. He gets after it in the weight room, and he just really works hard.
Lions ending the third with some serious momentum on a 6-0 run, and they're going to cut to 10 going into the fourth. They haven't done that in a while, so.
Yeah.
Great run Lions are on right now.
Yeah. I think the big thing is that they have to realize that this is more than just, a game. Like, we could actually, get third place in this tournament, and, that's better than, losing the entire tournament. So that's definitely something to play for, and I think that's something that they should have in their mind, that they should, be playing for something that's tangible. Yeah, last game there was a shot that Henry Sick hit. It was roughly around like the edge of the volleyball line, so probably about like 5 or 6 feet out. And this was at the end of last game, and he just kind of shot it and he drained it. It was incredible.
I wish I would have saw it.
Yeah, it's you never know when you're going to need to shoot a shot like that. So like even your free time, you can still shoot a half-court shot. You never know you shoot that in the game, So.
Yeah, I've enjoyed giving you guys one last broadcast of this basketball season. I didn't expect it, but Father Carl wanted me to do it, and I'm certainly happy to. I hope you're enjoying it at home. It's been a really fun season, and we'll look to give you another one next year. Sixth drive is cut off. Dishes this Henry. Chaperone hits a three, and all of the Sun Lions cut it to 7 as James casts a 3 from deep.
Yeah, James is going on like a 7-point run right now.
It's tipped to Chaperone. Can't quite track it down as he takes another tumble. They can't quite recover, and they capitalize on the 5-on-4 as Chaperone couldn't get back. 9-point lead for Marshall. Sick. Splits the defense. Puts up a layup, and good. Lions offense cannot be stopped right now. Back to 7. Joseph cuts it off. Good defense there. Secures the rebound and gives it to the point guard, Henry. Henry, deep 3. Good! Henry sick from way downtown. Cuts the lead to 4. Oh, man, that was way out there. Marshall looking to respond.
Yeah, he's shooting confidently. I mean, Henry's a really good player.
Paparone has it. And thought he had a guy down low. He was sorely mistaken. Easy steal from Marshall. And we have a game here at St. Joe Ogden High School. Lions, great resilience, cut the lead to 4. And a turnover, Lions basketball. Coach Kunkel wants to talk it over, keep the momentum. Man, I can't believe Henry Sick just did that.
Yeah, I mean,
that was like volleyball line deep.
and
crazy.
also,
You just said too, like literally like 5 minutes before that, you were like, hey, you just hit one the game before this from the same spot.
No, exactly. Yeah, I think that because that's something that we kind of noticed with Henry is that when he's playing on the varsity level, kind of the pressure maybe get to him a little bit because he doesn't seem to shoot as much. But whenever he's playing freely, when he's playing confidently, I mean, he can shoot from anywhere. I mean, he's a really, really solid three-point shooter, and I think he brings a lot to the table for this team. And like we only find ourselves down by 4 right now. That's the power of the three-pointer. It's just all it takes is a couple layups. I mean, you're already back in this game.
I'm trying to remember what the most they were down by. I think it was like 17 or 18, and there's a lot of fast break layups from Paparone and Henry Sick. Chipped in, and then, like you said, they strung together some stops, and that's really what's gotten them back into this game. And they have the ball now. 5:45 to go. James lines it up. Short. Henry streaks in and gets a loose rebound. Bad pass is intercepted by Marshall. James plants his feet. Still called for a block. Couldn't quite completely stop his momentum. Marshall go to line for 2 as the sharpshooter Lair will head to the scores table. You know, if there's a time for him to get hot, it's right now.
Yeah, no, definitely.
First is good. Leads back up to 5. Two for 2, 40-34 Marshall. Brendan off the dribble, curls, spins, kicks to Henry. Brendan, all kinds of real estate, puts up a 3. It's an air ball. He's been off. Joseph trying to save it, but throws it right to a Marshall player. Corner 3 up and good. Marshall not going away.
Yep, that's the power of the three-pointer. All it takes is that's crazy.
Back up to 9.
You win with it or you die by it. That's how it works.
Henry this time is well short. That one was past the volleyball line. It was way, way, way out there.
We just want to give a quick shout out to Tommy Baker. He's doing rugby practice right now. He would have been here broadcasting with you guys, but I was just a substitute for him, so a quick shout out for him.
Yeah, he did an excellent job. I had a blast doing it with him, and we'll be doing it next year. So
heck yeah.
Marshall drilled. I bet it's hard to foul. 2 more free throws. You know, I hate to say this in the middle of an intense basketball game, but I just can't help myself. The first rugby game is on Saturday against St. Ignatius. Preseason opener. Me and Joseph Romero, I believe, will be giving you guys a broadcast for that one. You know, highly anticipated rematch of the national semifinal game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not very familiar with the game of rugby, but something that I've noticed is that it's just a very intense sport, and it's just fun to watch. I mean, you don't have to know a whole lot about the game. You can just, as
Sit
a fan,
down and enjoy.
Exactly.
Yeah, but definitely an intense game for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Allaire heaves up a 3. He's off tonight as well. 0 for 3. James picks the pocket there for a steal. He's fouled. So after the lead bloomed back to 10, Salette not going away, trying to cash in on a Marshall foul. Henry Hop puts it up. Way too strong. Joseph didn't get boxed out, got the rebound, but only had a couple seconds as Marshall stripped it away from him. Joseph fronts his man and gets a steal. 3:30 to go. Lions refuse to put in the towel, give up. Still anyone's game here at St. Joe Ogden High School. James puts up a jump shot. Too strong. Joseph can't quite get his hands on it. Marshall looks to drain some clock.
It's tough to find yourself in this position, but it's still we still got time. And all it takes is a couple possessions. Just gotta get some stops.
Joseph rebound. Couldn't quite get the spin jump shot to fall. Henry, Tigbaparone. His 3's up. Short. A lot of 3s in the second half. I mean, it's probably wider in this game as they've hit them.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's his 4th one.
That's from way out there, and he hits it nothing but net. So lead back to 13. Allaire 3. Oh, man!
There we go.
Allaire going into a duel with number 10 for Marshall as he hits an even deeper three-pointer.
Yeah, we're hoping for him to finally cash one in, and so he finally did that.
And I think Allaire's one of those shooters, too. Like, once he sees one fall, he just gets his mojo and hits.
Yeah. No, it's definitely it's just kind of shooter's mentality of just, like, you just need to see one fall, and then that's whenever you're start hitting more, and that's just the shooter's touch. That's just the.
So high scoring game for a freshman sophomore matchup.
Definitely, yeah. It's definitely been an intense game because it's just been back and forth, but it seems like Marshall's had a little bit of an edge in this game. So we'll see what happens with the last 2 minutes.
Marshall looking to break Coach Kunkel's press. Tipped, nearly stolen by Henry. Dangerous pass. Marshall's avoided. Lions couldn't get back, though, as they got beat. And easy transition layup down low. 12-point lead for Marshall. Swing it to Henry, 6th, top the key. Bounce pass to Tigbaparone. Streaking Joseph inside. Scoop layup is too strong off the glass. Marshall snags the rebound. Steal, though, from Nicholas. Good response as Henry pulls up and hits again.
Man. Beautiful. Beautiful. That was really nice.
I mean, that's a great play. Had all his momentum going forward, and it just stopped it real quick and pulled up.
Yeah. I mean, we find ourselves within 9, and so all it takes is just got to get some really good stops, and it has to be quick. We can't let them waste any clock. Who do you think has been a key player in this game?
Let's see. I mean, I got to say Henry's sick. I mean, just the way he's, I mean, to be honest, he didn't have the best first half I've seen him play. But, I mean, he didn't let that affect him. And he had the mentality to just forget about it, move on. And in the second half, he really played well. Multiple threes, multiple trenches and layups, steals all over the place. I mean, he's just been a dominant force. Go-to ball handler, too, for Salette. I mean, without him, it wouldn't be the same.
Mm-hmm.
Just a freshman, too. I mean, I
yeah.
just can't believe it.
I mean, that's why we chant every time he's in the varsity. He's a freshman, It's incredible.
Nearly 5 seconds on the inbound. Marshall just gets it in time. Lions got to turn the pressure up, as you were saying. Kalen, Marshall will take their time on offense. They're trying to tie up a Marshall player, but instead he's called for a foul. 14 foul for Salette. Another look down low is wide open. No one was there. Lions defense fell asleep. And the worst time. James spins, pulls up, gets the roll. Lions cut it back to 9. Clock is ticking, though. 55 seconds to go. Blair didn't get his feet set. He's called for the blocking foul as Zach Mendoza will check in the final 51 seconds. And Joseph will take a seat.
Yeah, there's a saying that Michael Jordan, he's quoted for saying this, is that he's never lost a game, he's just ran out of time. That could really be said about every game. It's like
coulda, shoulda, woulda, I guess.
Yeah.
You never know. One more coming up for Marshall. I mean, after this free throw, Lions got it inbound really quickly. Can't dilly-dally and get it in really quick. Don't have time to do that.
Right.
You know, 11-point deficit's really hard. I mean, you got to probably check up threes pretty much immediately.
Definitely.
Just disappointing considering, I mean, where they were just a couple minutes ago, down 4. Such a good effort just to come up short if it does indeed end that way.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's just that just kind of shows just how good of a team Marshall is to, have been ahead in this game the whole game, and even being almost tied with Salette, that they've been able to kind of still maintain their lead and even brought it back up to 11. So that just kind of shows like just the level that our guys need to get to, is to be able to get to that point.
I mean, I think the thing with Salette in this game, they didn't come out of the gate well. I mean, Marshall started off the game with some real firepower, and Salette couldn't quite recover. Free throws, if they hit their free throws, this game is way more plausible to come back from.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But you never know. Henry I don't know why he's jogging, but he is indeed jogging up the court. Way downtown. Too strong. Zach skies up for a rebound. Clock continues to tick. 40 seconds to go. Big Vaparone doesn't want that three. Allaire does. He'll shoot it and bury it. 8-point deficit after Allaire hit his second three of the game. No hesitation, cans it. Lions will smartly foul. Put Marshall at the line and stop the clock. But, I mean, that's 20 seconds off the clock, though.
Mm-hmm.
Too strong. It'll remain a 3-possession game.
Yeah, I wonder how many timeouts we have. If we have enough to just, like, with the amount of time that we need to save, have a timeout every time.
Second free throw falls in. 9-point lead. Lions got to go up quickly. Allaire, another one. Short. Joseph rebound, kicks it out. Henry tries it. Too strong again. Joseph's there, and he'll find an easy 2. Clock continues to run. And looks like, what's the call here? Foul on Salette. 7-point deficit, 15 seconds to go. James a steal. James a shot. And it's good. 5-point deficit with 10 seconds. James another steal, puts it up and in. Down 3. What did I just see? I mean, he threw it right to James 2 straight times.
Wow.
I mean, it wasn't even remotely close to
I see Ben Kunkel smiling, Coach Kunkel. Like, what
a comeback. Sorry, I didn't know how to narrate that. I'm sorry. I mean, it just like passes it right to James, and it's. I don't think I've ever seen that ever. Oh, that was crazy collapse. I mean, Marshall couldn't do literally anything more to help us out on that. Holy cow! Yeah. What a game here at St. Joe. Yeah. I hope you guys are enjoying. Me and Jacob Zimmer are certainly having a blast.
Man, this is actually I think this is now the closest point we've gotten with the score.
I think, yeah.
Wow.
Crazy game.
Yeah, it's too bad it's only with 5 seconds left and it's their ball, but I mean, anything can happen. I mean, that's definitely something that we just witnessed the last 10 seconds of the game.
Crazy for credit to Coach Kunkel dialing up that press, and James got 2 quick, easy steals off it. Marshall didn't know what just hit him and couldn't find a way to adjust. But unfortunately, I mean, all that action, there's only 5 seconds left, so Marshall just has to inbound it, and they do, and Allaire quickly foul. So, 1 free throw away to putting this away. Well, what an effort, though, from Marshall. Never giving up. Coming back twice. They're going down 11. Found a way to string together some stops and find the hoop. Marshall hits, and it's probably going to be the nail in the coffin as they make it a 2-possession game. It's the second 5-point lead. Coach Kunkel calls a timeout. Trying to find anything he can to make a miraculous comeback.
Yeah, I mean, we find ourselves down by 5. If we can, maybe get a quick 3, but the only problem is that they're going to let the clock run out unless we call a quick timeout right after we hit a 3, so it just kind of depends.
Yeah, only so much you can do with 5 seconds. I mean, too bad. I think in the NBA you can call a timeout and advance the ball to the half court. But, I mean, grade school and high school, you have to inbound the whole length of the court.
Right.
Henry sick, half court. It's short. Go out of bounds with half a second left. And that'll do it. Final score at St. Joe Ogden High School. Marshall Lions 56. The Lost Salette Academy Lions 51. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for being a part of this unforgettable season on all levels, varsity, Frosh-Soph, JV. We've had a blast doing it. Hope you enjoyed. And Mike Schrader alongside Jacob Zimmer signing off. Thank you guys so much.